Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. After we have finished explaining first page in menu bar in InnovBase, let's start this video tutorial by explaining the other page system. Here we have change password. From here we can change current user password. We write the old password and the new one and rewrite it again to confirm. Then login window will appear. We enter the new password. So password has changed. Second command is preferences. When we click here, a window of 5 tabs appears. It contains many options. In first tab we have here language. From here we can change language to, for example, Arabic. Then I have to refresh. From here, so changes are applied. Now menus are in Arabic. We can drag System Explorer to the right, so InnovBase environment become Arabic. Again, I will return to English. Save and refresh. And System Explorer to left again. Second option in this tab is to set maximum number of documents you want to have in recent tab here, which contains documents opened recently. Here we set to 17 documents as maximum. Here we set what InnovBase has to do when we double click on any document in System Explorer. Now when double click on Explorer on employee file, we see that drill down window appears. I will change it to new. From here I will select new. So I will get the window which creates new employee file when I double click on employee file. Here we set user profile, which guide rule center to data it has to show for this user. And from here we can set edit mode to be used as default. If we unchecked it, we will see documents in read-only mode. Now document is in read-only mode and we have to click edit button to modify it. From here we can show or hide this tree menu in System Explorer. Now menu disappeared, no tree. From here we can hide or show this apply button in all windows in InnovBase. From this option We control how windows are displayed if we have more than one. As tabs, or each one is separated alone like this. Other options in this page are for setting which document user want to open when he press a function key on keyboard. For example, I set here payroll ledger to be shown after pressing F4. This is very helpful for users when each of them can set his frequently used documents to be opened by function keys. Now we move to Fonts tab. Here we can change fields and labels, font name, size, also System Explorer menu. For example, I will increase menu font size to 14 and apply. Now font is bigger. Also, user can change font color. From Colors tab, user can change fields colors and documents borders colors. For example, mandatory fields are in green, expression in cyan, and document in editing mode, its border will be in the dark green, while new documents will have this blue in their border. For example, new employee window, we notice blue borders. If we show employee file as read-only, we notice gray border. To change to edit mode, we press here. Now borders changed to dark green. Exactly as set in preferences. Dark green for edit and gray for read only. In Help Assistant tab, we can set character. I will select Marlin. This character to be our help assistant. From here, user can set default button in messages shown by InnovBase. Shall it be yes by default or no by default? Similarly, for sending approvals in documents which need approvals, yes to ask for sending approval after save, no to do not ask. Here user has to send request manually when he wishes to do that. Also, same thing for asking to print reports after saving documents. These text capture options are for using third-party software. We set field where captured text will enter, also license information, user and key. In Performance tab, administrator can increase InnovBase performance by enabling caching definitions and setting local server name and database name. For more information, please refer to Programmer's Guide. This option is for locking InnovBase automatically after a specific number of minutes in case you are not using it. This to prevent others from accessing data while you are far from your PC. Password has to be entered to reuse InnovBase. After we have finished the preferences, here we have forward approvals. This is used to forward approvals requests sent to current user email or current manager email to another user, which will approve or reject requests while the manager is absent or in vacation. Here we see current user name, his group, and his email. And here we can select the user who will receive forwarded requests. This option to look InnovBase, now it is impossible to use the system until rewrite password. This command to change legal entity. If user has more than one entity, for example, he is sales manager and procurement manager, he can change his entity from here. One of most important things here is groups and users. Users are classified under groups. Each group has specific privileges. Administrators has all privileges. Here we see users with administrator group privileges. We can add new group from here, set its name and privileges. For example, I will grant it access to human resources module and revoke from accessing financial accounts. Here we notice that no access to financial accounts. While all privileges are granted for human resources documents. System administrator can control privileges precisely for show, add, edit, and delete, also print, for each document separately. When we add a new user, first we select a group. This group does not have users yet. Add a new user from here so he gets same privileges granted to this group. Set his name, password, and email. Here we select account type. Is he professional user, viewer user, or employee self-service user? Also, we can customize privileges for this user. For example, I will prevent him from accessing payroll. Notice that he does not have access to payroll now, while he still has access to other HR documents. I will also prevent him from adding new records to employee file. From options tab here we can set password expiry period, so he is forced to change it before exceeding number of days. 0 means password will not expire. If someone tried to enter incorrect password for a user, the system will block that user and will show information about computer and Windows username of person who is trying with the date. Or administrator can block the user by clicking this. Check this to grant access to system information. At saving this information, we have to confirm user password. So we finished creating user account. We can delete a group or modify it from here. Here, modifying groups privileges will not affect previously created accounts. Also, user privileges can be modified from here, or his account can be deleted or searched for from here if many users are in the list. Now we move to configuration. These are general configurations for the system. Here we set application name, company name, and its address. Also, we can add company's formal paper header so it can be used in reports printed from InnovBase. Regarding email tab, we have explained it in automation service tutorial. Please refer to it for more information. In library tab, we can set dictionary file name. Dictionary is used for translating between English and Arabic. Also, InnovBase can use third-party software classes. Here we set its path. Please refer to Developer's Guide for more information. And here we have spoken about these options while explaining attachments in part 1 of this user guide. Finally, application intelligence. Here we set help assistant to read texts and messages. I will save and I will show help assistant. Now he
Text
is reading
capture object.
captions.
Text capture object. Username.
Also,
Would you like
message
to save
box.
this setting? Admins before exit.
Auto creates and configure new database fields also can be checked to automatically add this information to InnovBase for newly added fields to the database. Here we can select which control to use it according to specific keyword. Please refer to Developer's Guide for more information about this. Same for transactions log. Please refer to Developer's Guide. For running threads, we have here tasks which are running on threads in server. please refer to automation service video tutorial for more info. From here we can show help assistant.
Can I help you?
Double click on it to display its options, or right click to hide. Finally, from here we can see InnovBase version and license information. Now we move to screens and how to use its parts or controls for entering data. I will open employee file, contract tab, for example. Here we find a combo box. Sometimes we don't find value in the list. We can edit it by clicking this button and entering value in this window. So it is in the list now. In this field, we have to enter date. We can write it manually or to use arrows for changing day, month, or year. Also, we can click here and select date like this: month, day, current day, and I will select this one. There is another kind of date fields. I will write date using keyboard. Then I can convert between Gregorian calendar and Hijri calendar. Or write another date in Hijri and convert to Gregorian easily. This field is numeric, so no letters are allowed. This one is for number of 1 digit only. In this tab, we have grid. Grid is an important control for entering data. Sometimes it has some fields which are combo box. We can enter data manually like this. Date here, combo box, or to double click on the cell to open a separate window for entering this record. Finally, we can add photos like this from file or from scanner, and we can delete it from this button. In some screens, especially invoices documents, we can find discount box which make creating invoices easier by selecting discount value or percentage. Here we have two pieces. Price per piece is 100, so total is 200. If we want to give discount as percentage, we check this checkbox and set percentage here. For example, I want final to equal 40% of total. I write 40 here and final will be 80. If I want final to be total minus 20%, I select minus and enter 20 here, so final is 160. I can set direct value instead of percentage, so I write it here directly, so total is same. Or I set discount amount, for example 40, so total is 160. By this we have finished this user guide. We hope that we explained clearly. Please don't hesitate to tell us about any more information you want to get through our email. Goodbye.